What's up, family? Got a new supporter man, Dash 20 Mary Lee. Today is October the 26th in my city, Chicago, 2022. Wicked Wednesday or Wonderful Wednesday or Wisdom Wednesday, whatever Wednesday you want to be. You understand what I'm saying? Just make sure it's something good and positive or something that you can build up off of or something you can use in the future to elevate yourself, even if it's bad. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, learn from your mistakes and other people's, mistakes and even demise and, what the case may be. Now, let me tell you a little story and stuff. And I'm going to be as honest as possible. And when I put my hat, Lee, on, that means I mean business and stuff. And when I turn it to the back, that means I'm dead serious and shit. Real fucking tough. Now, I don't want nobody to die. And I don't want nobody, dying to do the most and putting it on me and stuff as if they doing me a favor. You understand? When they ain't doing nothing but helping themselves and stuff. Real talk. Now that you know my eyes don't lie, put my glasses on because, I'm kind of cool like that. Born May 25th, 1967. I'm a Gemini. I can flip quicker than a sissy in prison. You understand what I'm saying? Long story short, we don't talk about the Hispanics. I don't even want to call them Mexicans because you got niggas, black people, Negroes, and Native Americans, things of that nature, colored people, whatever they calling us nowadays and stuff. Real talk. So I don't know what they doing as far as the Hispanics, the Mexicans, or whatever, you understand? But what I do know, people tend to gravitate to people who are making them money, or they try to infiltrate people who are stopping their so-called criminal business. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I live in Chicago. Been living in Chicago all my life. Never had too many problems other than informants, infiltrators, and player haters and stuff. And for the most part, I pride myself on my reputation, my good business practices, and my good standing in the community. And I'm willing to help anybody who's willing to help themselves and their family. Because you got to remember, family is what ties generations together. And depending on how your family operates, whether they're criminal-minded or straightforward people who don't want all that smoke and just want to, make sure they family, they gotta look over their shoulders and things of that nature and stuff. If you're that type of person like myself, that's me. Even though I don't have no family for real, but they out there somewhere, but they don't really claim it because they scared. Okay, cool, no problem. Y'all believe in the boogeyman and the cartels and all that, which ain't nothing but people who probably been bullied all their fucking life and shit and decide to get into a gang and shit, you understand what I'm saying, and say they family, or foster children that were abandoned by their parents or killed off, their parents or whatever, intruders and things of that nature. And then they, found other people, that were kind of like them, call themselves family. However, my higher power brought all of y'all together, good, bad, and indifferent and stuff, through rap being the most lucrative business there ever is and was, and anybody could do it. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Which means you didn't have to sell drugs, you didn't have to turn up, you didn't have to do this, that, and the third. But some people just, like John chapter 8, verse 44, you are of your father, the devil. You understand what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people that just do their own thing and stuff, and they want to come and bring their misery and dump it off on you and stuff. In Alcoholics Anonymous, they say, I'm dropping my luggage, baggage, or whatever problems in the middle of the floor, whoever pick them up, that's on you. So when I tell my truth, my whole story about being a child abuse victim and standing up for myself at the age of 6 in 1973 and becoming an originator of rap music at the age of 8 in 1975, and people taking advantage of me and not having a day at the spa for real, real vacation that wasn't child trafficking or some goofy ass shit, or a brand new car, that shit is real. So when people threaten me when I go out and about, this one lady last time I went out and about was on the bus. She was an older lady, you understand what I'm saying, in her late 60s, probably pushing 70, talking about she got a gun. So I was playing with her and stuff. I say, you got a 44, I got a pump shotgun, you got a 38, I got, so I said, I got God. She said, oh, she didn't want God. You understand what I'm saying? So I basically shut up and got her to smile and stuff. See, they really don't hate me. They just hate the ones that put them up to try to hate me because they know they in the game and they got to represent. And some of them just old as fuck and still represent. Stop representing, okay? Game bang has started off. Let me give you a short, story for real truth. motherfuckers coming together, making sure that the kids go to school, you know, children, whatever, and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And stay out of harm's way. And then somehow or another, drugs came in and they start using children to peddle their fucking drugs. And then, you know, they got younger and younger and younger and younger and younger. And that's why you see on TikTok the children trying to do the most because they want to play their part. Okay, shout out to the ones that's, you know, trying to do the most. But the family, parents, is putting their kids out there, pretty much pimping them. You understand? We all famous, okay? We need that money, all right? You understand what I'm saying? If it's cameras out here everywhere you go, you famous. Believe me, they watching, okay? Because I made sure I paid for that. So every time you whoop my ass, they can come get y'all motherfucking ass and lock y'all asses up. They are investing in prisons and stuff. Real talk. So for the Hispanics, let's just keep it real. In my book, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors Plus One Song, I put y'all on a high pedestal, even though you bit the hand that fed you and stuff. And you know I tried several times to be as good as possible with you all. When I was at food stuff, you worked me like a Hebrew slave, and I got a hernia, you understand what I'm saying, and a cut to prove it or whatever. You put all that weight on me because I was a girl, and still is a girl, and a lady, and, you know, you try to hurt me and stuff. This one guy that used to work at food stuff named John, he was a black guy doing the books and stuff. As soon as he told y'all that he bought a house, you fired him. And he was with you for years and stuff. Now, the manager, you know, that gave me so-called workman's comp, $1,500 for the surgery I had to endure and all that. You know, I ended up getting a spot at Clark Mall on Chase and Clark. It's a math and science school now, high school. And, you know, I employed one of the Hispanics and stuff to put a rug down, gave him $300. You know what he did? You know what they did? They had me move out of that spot because it was a nice spot. You understand what I'm saying? And they looked at it and they say, oh, she doing too much and stuff. And put me in a small spot down the hall from a Hispanic that was selling music. They moved me because so-called gangbanger was selling music. And, you know, that I told them, well, I didn't tell them I wasn't selling music. Everybody knew I am music, I am rap, I am this. But they used that as an excuse to move me and stuff. And we weren't even selling the same kind of music. And so now I'm down the hall from a Mexican, a Hispanic, and he was selling Spanish music. And they said, oh, you'll be okay right here. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I moved all that, had to sell my stuff, a little bit of nothing before I even got started making money. And I had to pay rent 2 places, at home and at the, you know, mall or whatever and stuff. And it's a lot of pressure, right? And sure enough, the Hispanic down the hall that was selling Mexican music, Spanish music, ended up selling English music. And the mall wasn't that busy. You understand what I'm saying? So I was real suffering. More money, more problems and stuff. Now, look, never bite the hand that feeds you. This been going back ever since the East Coast Wagon Train program, where I know I should have been the first girl head scout of the Vision Quest program, but they made me the first girl head teamster. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, cool, no problem. You understand what I'm saying? And they gave it to a Hispanic guy named Jose. And I wanted to ride that horse because, you know, that was cool, you know, but they didn't want the girl like me, you know, up there with them. They just wanted me to look at the horse's ass and shit. So all I was looking at, you know, in the wagon, you know, being the first girl head teacher was a horse's ass. Okay, so of course, I'm going to chase that ass until I catch your motherfucking ass and shit. Now, today, you know, was supposed to be check out motherfucking rooms and shit, meaning exterminating day, you know, they knock on the door, whatever. Okay, I already did it. I don't need your help. You understand what I'm saying? But that's one time they come around when it's hot. You understand what I'm saying? So long story short, I knew it was people in Alcoholics Anonymous that was probably, you know, informants and stuff, because I gave my story to Oprah Winfrey again after 1984. And again, like I said, in 1995 to my, to some music, you understand what I'm saying, on 3 cassette tapes, front and back, okay? My voice I added, plus the Martin Luther King I Have Dreams speech, because I know my worth, I know what I'm dealing with, and I know, you know, Michelle Obama was the first killer gal, you know what I'm saying, for real, to enter into the White House. I know that too, and I know it has something to do with that. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, I don't care. I ain't gonna keep going back and forth. The thing I'm talking about is when people keep stealing everything that I have. I've had almost 8 apartments, you understand what I'm saying, real talk, including this little trap studio that I'm not familiar with this type of environment, but I learned real fast and stuff. These niggas ain't shit. Okay, real talk. 6210 South Kembark Avenue, Chicago, North 60637. You know where I'm at. The one with the white door, and I ain't scared of you, all right? Now, long story short, I've been going through hell all my life, and I have nothing to show for it. And now they want to come for the little bit that I got left, and the Hispanics is playing with my Social Security. They done rob my legacy money and stuff, and my inheritance, and they think I'm slow. Now, I got this quarter right here. And it says Mexico, New Mexico, 2008. I posted my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mac versus the Fatback, Oprah Winfrey, November of 2007. And I got railroaded May 31st, 2008 for so-called disarming a police officer, something I did not do. They just wanted me off the street so they could usher in that new world order. And Barack Obama, who is not a citizen, who 9 times out of 10 ain't even a color person. He's mixed with Hispanic, I believe, and Caucasian and whatever else and stuff. But y'all fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And I needed my people to realize, never bite the hand that feeds you, and don't trust strangers, motherfucker. Real fucking talk. You've been knowing me all my life, and you want to try to do the most with me. Karen Griffin was a girl, a.k.a. gangbanger, a.k.a. Latin King, had twin children at the time when I knew her and stuff. Me and my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, went to the little people party with, you know, Karen and her children or whatever. It was Karen's children, twins at the time. They grown. You understand what I'm saying? They still twins, I'm pretty sure. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, we brought them gifts and things of that nature. And then I was on my way to the mustard seed on Mother's Day, May 8th of 2016. And guess who did I see on Belmont? Karen Griffin, the nurse, the one that kept relapsing and stuff in AA. We kept embracing her. Yes. What's up, Karen? You know, I relapsed. Oh, don't worry about it. You know, keep trying. You understand? Why are you telling me? Oh, so when I got to the mustard seed, I got railroaded. Guess what? You understand what I'm saying? I get goddamn police called on me, and they was having a breakfast meeting and shit. I guess they didn't want me eating the food that I bought. Okay, I understand. No problem. You're stingy, all right? Things are tight. Yeah, right. You done stole all that money, and she was a Latin queen. Now, let me tell you something, Latin King, and this on everything I love, my legacy, my life, and everything. You can leave my family alone. But on this here, this is the truth. Your girl kept coming at me. See, it was the ass. You understand what I'm saying? And they thought I'd be attracted to the ass, and that's why they had me in the back, because they already planned this shit and who they was going to, you know, and how they was going to do it. And, of course, I was green and growing, not knowing about that gangbanging shit, because I ain't a gangbanger. I'm a rapper, a writer, and a real motherfucker, okay? Long story short, it was supposed to be Alcoholics Anonymous and not gangbanging meetings. Had they been coming with that shit, I would have never, you know, been affiliated with none of that. But I knew she, Karen Griffin, was, or is, or whatever the case may be, was affiliated, and we don't discriminate because she wasn't going around throwing up shit, you understand what I'm saying, and doing the most, so I ain't think nothing of it. But she wanted to sleep with me for some reason, and we slept butt naked. I never, ever did anything to her, real talk, but hugged her because I believe she was missing her baby daddy, which is a Hispanic, you understand what I'm saying, and I just comfort her. Now, I have turned down a lot of people, and I've done a lot of things, but one thing I am not is a liar. And she's probably mad because I didn't do anything, but I ain't no fool either. And so whatever's you Latin Kings got going on with me, let me tell you something. I could have had her. I didn't want her. She was doing too much. I felt she needed some comfort. She was trying to carry the load, you know, on her own because her baby daddy was in prison or whatever the case was. And I embraced her. That's it. Never, it's like, you know, you probably like, well, she was naked. It wasn't even like that. Believe me when I tell you. Okay? And that's on everything I love. And I could have. And she wouldn't have had no problem. Now, you ask her. Because she kept popping up after they made me homeless. And I never even addressed that or never, you know, I'm the type of person who will blow stuff off until you keep coming at me. Now, you keep coming after me. I pride myself on bringing family together, even though I don't have none. Now, if you really love your family, you will tell the truth. And it's just like the movie Training Day, when the Hispanics found the wallet, you know, in old boy's pocket. He said, look, I saved her. Because anybody else probably would have killed her. And that's the honest God's truth. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? See where this is going? Now, I know you may look at me a lot of ways, but you better look at me straight today. Because I don't drink, drug, smoke, or fornicate. And I will be going out. If you want to shoot, shoot to kill. But no goddamn well. What goes around, come around. And I don't speak this loud about something I don't know. And you heard every fucking word. And I don't stutter. Peace. Check this out, though. Real talk. You know, I got to give you a scripture. Got to break the crown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no easy Vic, so stop trying to play me and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Karen Griffin and Karen Smith in this building and stuff. You know, y'all did me dirty in 2016. Had me sleeping on the floor for Mother's Day. I never did that one. Now, you know what's on the floor? The 7. It's completion. See, this maroon ball look like me. And then you got the red ball that look like them. So you got Reese's Monkey blood and you got Royal blood. And this all depends on what you represent, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? But I brought the gang bangers together. For real. And if y'all fuck all this shit up, this the 10 right here. You understand what I'm saying? It's 10 City, but of course they came out with Sin City. You understand what I'm saying? So every real thing that I do, they come out with some bullshit. Alright? This is 6. It says no negotiating, and then it says warning. It says, they are trying to kill me. And I wrote this May 4th, 2022. And I write, I never lose. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 6. I was 6 years old when I stood up for myself in 1973. This right here, what I wrote in purpose, says the Negotiator movie deals with SSI. And they did it in Chicago, and Samuel L. Jackson, you know, played the role or whatever. Now, this says, I, Mary Lee, was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper in 1973 at the age of 6 years old. I am a child abuse victim still. It says, I never lose with my higher power. I was born May 25th, 1967. So this is on page 401. I am number 1, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay. This says May 31st, 2008. And it says 1995. I showed you the quarter with New Mexico. This says railroad or freedom. This says Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's what I wrote. This says